Back in 2023, the aviation industry felt something that can only be described as a seismic shift. It wasn't just another routine announcement or a new aircraft unveiling. It was a moment when former President Donald Trump introduced his ambitious Agenda 47 vision for futuristic freedom cities powered by flying cars. In his bold declaration, he warned that if the United States failed to act quickly, the skies of tomorrow would inevitably fall under China's dominance. The message was as much a challenge as it was a wake-up call, igniting conversations around the world about the future of mobility. While policymakers, analysts, and industry leaders debated the feasibility of such a vision and whether America could realistically compete, Elon Musk, known for moving silently yet decisively, was already years ahead. He wasn't waiting for a political consensus. Behind closed doors, he was preparing something that would fundamentally change how humans perceive flight. That vision is no longer just a dream or a sketch on paper. It has now taken the form of a real machine, a revolutionary electric plane with vertical takeoff capabilities. Musk himself once casually remarked, "I got an entire design for an electric supersonic vertical takeoff jet." At the time, it sounded ambitious, even fanciful, but like most things Musk says, the idea eventually manifested into reality. To truly unlock long-range aviation powered by lithium-ion technology, he argued, you don't just retrofit existing planes with batteries. You redesign the aircraft from the ground up to take advantage of an entirely new source of energy. That conviction has materialized in the shape of an aircraft priced at just $79,999, one that aims not only to fly, but to redefine global aviation altogether. What makes this new Tesla plane such a game-changer, especially in a world still dominated by aerospace titans like Airbus and Boeing? Why is this sleek electric bird shaped more like a supercar with wings than a conventional airplane? By the time you've explored the details of its technology, design, pricing, and production strategy, you'll understand not only why this is a future aviation, but why it could wipe out nearly half of all global flights as we know them today. The Tesla electric plane is more than just a transportation machine. It represents a leap forward in sustainable aviation. At the heart of the aircraft lies a next-generation energy system powered by either Tesla's celebrated 4,680 battery cells or potentially even more advanced solid-state batteries currently in development. These batteries aren't just bigger versions of what's used in Tesla cars. They're purpose-engineered for aviation. The 4680 cells boast significantly higher energy density, offering the kind of power needed to lift and propel an aircraft efficiently. Industry estimates put them at about 300 to 350 watt-hours per kilogram, while experimental solid-state prototypes could exceed 450 Wh/kg. For comparison, traditional lithium-ion batteries rarely break past 250 Wh/kg. This massive leap in density is what makes electric flight not just possible but commercially viable. With this kind of capacity, Tesla's plane is expected to achieve a range of 400 to 600 miles. That may not seem like much compared to long-haul international jets, but here's why it matters. Nearly 50% of all global commercial flights fall within that distance bracket. These include routes like New York to Boston, Los Angeles to San Francisco, or London to Paris. Routes where speed, cost efficiency, and sustainability are crucial. If Tesla dominates these flights, it will instantly capture a significant portion of the global aviation market. Range alone isn't enough, though. That's why charging infrastructure plays a key role. Tesla plans to deploy its megacharger network, technology similar to what powers the Tesla Semi's ultra-fast charging system. Delivering over 1 megawatt of power, these chargers can take the plane from 0 to 80% in just 30 to 45 minutes. For airlines, this means quick turnaround between flights and no bottleneck from long charging delays. For private users, it means a plane could recharge during a business lunch and be ready to take off before dessert arrives. The propulsion system is equally groundbreaking. Instead of noisy, emission-belching jet turbines, Tesla's plane uses ultra-efficient electric motors. With efficiencies reaching 95%, these motors dramatically reduce both costs and emissions, just as important as noise. Traditional jets roar at about 140 decibels during takeoff, loud enough to cause permanent hearing damage if unprotected. Tesla's system is expected to reduce this by half or more, producing a quiet hum in the 40 to 50 dB range, comparable to a library. Imagine boarding a plane in the heart of a city without deafening noise, or flying at night without disturbing communities below. Safety and autonomy are also built into Tesla's design. Borrowing from Tesla's autopilot AI, the electric plane is expected to handle crucial phases of flight, such as takeoff, cruising, and landing with advanced sensor arrays and real-time AI processing. While full autonomy won't be legal under current FAA rules, even a 30% reduction in pilot workload could greatly enhance safety. Given that human error accounts for over 70% of aviation accidents, this could mark a turning point in flight reliability. Design-wise, Tesla's aircraft doesn't resemble bulky, traditional jets. Instead, it looks like a supercar with wings, borrowing aerodynamic principles from Tesla's car lineup. Lightweight carbon fiber composites and aluminum alloys reduce weight by up to 20%, making the aircraft far more energy efficient. Every pound saved extends range and lowers operational costs. Aerodynamic tweaks, like a slimmer fuselage and precision angle wings, reduce drag by 10 to 15%, squeezing out extra miles without any change to battery capacity. Inside, Tesla continues a philosophy of minimalist luxury. The cabin is built with sustainable materials like vegan leather and recycled composites, supporting Tesla's eco-friendly ethos. Seating is modular, capable of swiveling and reclining, allowing passengers to seamlessly switch between work and leisure. With a capacity of 5 to 7 passengers, it strikes a balance between private luxury and small-scale commercial utility. And thanks to near-silent motors, passengers can hold conversations or conduct business meetings mid-flight without shouting over engine noise. But perhaps the most disruptive aspect is the price tag. At just $79,999, Tesla's plane is priced lower than many SUVs and trucks. Traditional private aircraft begin at around $300,000 and can climb into the millions. By leveraging vertical integration, battery breakthroughs, and robotics-driven manufacturing, Tesla has managed to slash costs while maintaining performance. For the first time in history, private air travel becomes accessible to middle-class professionals, not just billionaires and corporations. Analysts predict this could open the skies to 10 to 15% of urban professionals who previously saw private flight as unattainable. Tesla's ambitions don't stop at individual buyers. The company aims to produce 10,000 planes annually starting in 2025, competing directly with Boeing and Airbus. Massive factories in Texas or California are being considered, with an estimated $5 billion investment needed for full production. Prototypes are scheduled for testing as early as 2024, with deliveries projected by the end of 2025. Achieving FAA certification will be a challenge, but if successful, Tesla will become the first automaker to redefine aviation at scale. The broader implication is this: Tesla is forcing airlines to choose between profits and pollution. An electric plane that slashes emissions by 90% while cutting operating costs in half is more than just a novelty. It's a moral and economic imperative. Airlines that cling to kerosene-burning jets risk being left behind, both in the court of public opinion and in the marketplace. Already, European regulators are tightening emission standards, and customers are demanding greener options. Tesla is not alone. Competitors like Eviation's Alice and Joby Aviation are pursuing electric and VTOL designs, but their prices, ranging to millions, make Tesla's $79,999 aircraft a category of its own. By combining affordability, sustainability, and scalability, Tesla isn't just entering aviation, it's rewriting the rules. So here we are, a world where a quiet, clean, futuristic aircraft costs less than a Ford pickup. A world where middle-class families could one day fly across the country in silence, without guilt about emissions or frustration over noisy engines. A world where Boeing and Airbus must adapt or risk becoming the dinosaurs of aviation. The $79,999 Tesla electric plane is here, and it is set to rattle every corner of the aviation industry. The real question is, would you fly one? Would you trust it to carry your family across the skies for the cost of a modest SUV? Would you support airlines that switch to this technology, or stick with fossil fuel carriers of the past. One thing is certain. Elon Musk has once again shaken the foundation of an industry that thought it was untouchable.